Okay, so I'm going to be reading Job complains about the prosperity of the wicked. Now, yes, some wicked people, they do prosper. And that's not good. But, I think this day and age, people think, oh my God, everybody that's rich, they're wicked. If you just suddenly won the lottery and you're rich, does that make you wicked? Most people, if they win the lottery, guess what they're going to do? Spend it on themselves. Okay? And you didn't even work to get that money. You just got lucky and won it. So it's like, if you think everybody that's rich, then by golly, you better not ever even think about wanting to be rich, because then that makes you evil. So, let's not be crazy now, okay? But, there's good rich people in the world and there's bad rich people in the world. There's good poor people in the world. There's bad poor people in the world. There's good in the middle people in the world and there's bad in the middle people of the world. So anyway, here it is. Then Job answered and said, listen carefully to my speech, and let this be your consolation. Bear with me that I may speak, and after I have spoken, keep mocking. As for me, is my complaint against man? And if it were, why should I not be impatient? Look at me and be astonished. Put your hand over your mouth. Even when I remember, I am terrified, and trembling takes hold of my flesh. Why do the wicked live and become old? Yes, become mighty in power. Their descendants are established with them in their sight, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull breeds without failure, their cow calves without miscarriage. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They sing to the tambourine and harp, and rejoice to the sound of the flute. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Yet they say to God, depart from us, for we do not desire the knowledge of your ways. And that's, I'm going to pause right here. That's about how it is. People that are wicked like that and, have blessings, they turn and go, oh, we don't want, anything to do with you, God. It's like, you're lucky God didn't take you out. Who is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit do we have if we pray to him? Indeed, their prosperity is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How often is the lamp of the wicked put out? How often does their destruction come upon them? The sorrows God distributes in his anger, they are like straw before the wind, and like chaff that a storm carries away. They say, God lays up one's iniquity for his children. Let him recompense him, that he may know it. Let his eyes see his destruction, and let him drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what does he care about his household after him, when the number of his months is cut in half? Can anyone teach God knowledge, since he judges those on high? One dies in his full strength, being wholly at ease and secure. His pails are full of milk. Okay, I get that. The marrow of his bones is moist. Another man dies in the bitterness of his soul, never having eaten with pleasure. They lie down alike in the dust, and worms cover them. Look, I know your thoughts, and the schemes with which you would wrong me. For you say, where is the house of the prince? And where is the tent, the dwelling place of the wicked? Have you not asked those who travel the road? And do you not know their signs? For the wicked are reserved for the day of doom. They shall be brought out on the day of wrath. Who condemns his way to his face? And who repays him for what he has done? Yet he shall be brought to the grave, and a vigil kept over the tomb. The clods of the valley shall be sweet to him. Everyone shall follow him, as countless have gone before him. How then can you comfort me with empty words, since falsehood remains in your answers? So, basically they're trying to say that Job is wicked, and that's why he's suffering, and he's like, no. Good comes to bad people. Good comes to good people. Bad comes to bad people. Bad comes to a good comes to bad people, you know, life happens to everybody, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're in the middle ground, regardless of who you are, where you come from, what your background is, it doesn't matter. Life is going to happen. So, you know, you got to just really wake up and enjoy life, because you got to take the good with the bad. And life is too short. Life, even if you live like 100 years, even if we lived like maybe 200 years, which nobody's done that, but you know what I mean? But say we could live 200 years. That's still like a blink of the eye. So, you got to just enjoy the life that God gave you. Enjoy, being alive. Because there's some people that didn't wake up. There's some people that, don't get to enjoy today. So, you got to enjoy life while you have it. So, anyway, a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and peace.